Hello. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz and I'm so happy you're here with me today. So, if you watched my brands I'm going to try in 2020 video, I mentioned in that video that one thing I do want to try more of is not any one specific brand, but it's more drugstore items. I have almost no drugstore items in my collection. I don't know why. Once I started getting into like prestige makeup, I kind of just never stopped. So we're gonna try some more drugstore products today. So most of these are ones that I've heard beauty YouTubers talk about, and that's why I've picked them up. So if I can remember who I heard it from, I'll link them down below. Okay, so first up we have the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, because everybody and their brother talked about this when it came out. You know, Jeffree Star did that big video where he compared this to the Tatcha Silk Canvas, which if you've seen literally any of my videos, I talk about how that is my favorite and the only primer that I use. So let's give it a go. Okay, this is what it looks like on the inside. It looks the same as Tatcha. It doesn't have that nice Tatcha smell though, so it's definitely like blurring on the skin. So I mean, it really felt the same. I feel like my face looks really smooth. Okay, so for foundation, I of course have the L'Oreal 24-Hour Fresh Wear Infallible Foundation. This was in my 2019 favorites, so if you didn't see that, I'll link it down below. But I've had this foundation. Everyone raves about this foundation. So I'm going to put this on my face, and I'm going to mix it with a little bit of my NYX Total Control Drop Foundation just to deepen it, because I do still have a little bit of a spray tan, and this is 420 and it's just very too pale for me. So I really love this foundation because it really does last like all day long. It's not at all drying to the skin. I think for me that it's very skin-like. It's not cakey, it's not too heavy, it's pretty full coverage and it's very buildable. So if you get still like a little redness peeking through, you just put a little bit more on. I really think that this is a great foundation for it being like $14.99. It's great. It also doesn't do that thing where it like bunches up around your nose, which I appreciate so much because so many foundations do that. I don't know what that is. I don't know how they fix that. I don't notice a difference of this foundation on top of the e.l.f. versus on top of the Tatcha. I look very smooth and I love that. Okay, concealer. Don't judge me that I've never ever tried this. I am embarrassed to even say it, but we have the L'Oreal Age Rewind concealer. I could not tell you why I've never tried this. I just never have. Again, this is a product that 1.5 million YouTubers have just raved about, and I've just never gotten around to it. So today is the day. I have the shade Light 120. They don't have very many shades, so hopefully that works, but yeah, let's try it. Okay. I think that the little tip scares me. Oh, still didn't get anything. Hold on. Oh, it's not too late. It's kind of a nice color. The little tip thing, maybe I just don't get it. It's kind of a nice color. Let's see how it does covering my under eye circles, because they're not good. We're gonna see how this builds, because I just feel like I didn't get enough coverage from it. I feel like when I see people put this on, it's like, whew, coverage. And I just am not getting that effect. However, it did blend like crazy easy. And it's really like creamy. And I like how it looks under the eye. I just feel like it didn't right away give me the coverage that I had hoped for. Okay, so I'm going to try a little trick that Tati Westbrook does, where she puts this CoverGirl Advanced Radiance under her eye before she puts like a loose powder. I've never tried this powder. Clearly it's brand new. So let's see how it goes. I have the shade Creamy Natural 110. This is what the little package looks like in it, but let's see how this goes. So I'm just gonna go in with my sponge and just pick some up. That's what Tati usually does. And that's, I've seen other people do it too. So I actually really like that because I don't think, let me see if I can scoot you in a little. I don't think that it looks like powdery or cakey at all under my eyes, even though they're set, but it doesn't, you can't like tell like you can sometimes if you put a bunch of powder down. So that's kind of nice. I kind of love that. I feel like they look so smooth too. We might be onto something here. Okay, so I also have never tried the Maybelline Fit Me Powder. I've had this one for a couple months and I've never opened it. So today's the day. I've been trying to finish up my Coty Airspun before I got into this one because I love my Coty Airspun, but you get 1,000 pounds of it into one, and I just finally made it through my original container. I have the shade Light 01. I'm just going to put some into the cap here. Looks nice. Everyone loves and raves about this powder, so we'll see. I'm going to pick it up on this Morphe sponge. My face looks so smooth right here where I got powder down. My lord. Where has this been? Why haven't I tried this? I need to listen more when they say that things are good. Like, if 1 million people are saying it, clearly they're onto something. Oh my god, that looks so like buttery and smooth. Oh my gosh. I like can't stop putting it on my face now. Oh my god. Okay, next we're gonna do brows. I'm a little nervous because I don't ever try literally anything for my brows. Literally anything. I use my standard ABH Brow Wiz and the Dip Brow Gel and sometimes the Dip Brow Powder. And that's it. And I don't stray from it literally ever. So I'm a little nervous. Today we're going to try the CoverGirl Easy-Breezy Brow Microfine and Define Pencil. So they didn't really have an option for like more auburn hair, which is sad because I love the auburn shade from ABH, but that's okay. We're gonna try this honey brown color. Oh, so it's like this little circle tip. If you can see that at all. Oh, that might be okay. It's kind of like a coolish medium brown, but I do like that it has a little spoolie on the end so that we can use that. I just really wasn't expecting it to be a circle. Huh. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I will say upon the first few lines that I've made with this, it definitely is maybe not as creamy as the Brow Wiz, but it's really pretty easy to use. Maybe that's kind of nice because it kind of makes it so that, you know, if you put a little line on there, you have to almost build it up a little bit more than like all of a sudden you just have a line. Does that make sense? Those turned out kind of good. You guys, I'm so shocked because I just like am not the best at doing my brows, so I don't like to stray from things that like I know work. I might have to use this more. Oh my gosh. I kind of don't really mind the color either. I think since I just got my hair colored a little bit darker, it looks it looks really normal. Like sometimes I get nervous that like brown is gonna look too brown. Okay, today's eyeshadow palette is from e.l.f. It's the new Classics palette. I heard Jessica Braun and Rachel from Rach Loves just rave about this palette, that it's so good. I have never in my life tried an e.l.f. eyeshadow, but today is the day. This is what it looks like inside. You can see it a little better, not through the plastic. Wow, these are prettier than I thought. This packaging really is kind of nice. Like I expected it to feel a little bit cheaper than it actually does feel. So let's get some swatches. Let's swatch this one, and this one. They came up out of the pan pretty nice. Oh, those look kind of good. I'm trying not to be like totally shocked, but they're a lot creamier than I expected. I almost expected the shimmer to be like dry, and it's just not. Okay, let's just put these on my eyes. So I'm going to start with this M504. It's this fluffy tapered brush. I'm going to start with cream, I think, just to get a little base going on my eye. Oh, that's kind of like more pigmented than I expected. Usually like shades like that I feel like are glorified powder, and you don't get a lot of color payoff, but that one kind of worked. What color am I kind of going for? I really think that this like greeny gold shade called Gilded is just really pretty. So maybe we'll stick in like this. Oh, maybe that one, this zone, and hit that green on the lid. Okay, so let's go in with Uptown, I think, for our transition shade. Oh, that one went on pretty well. The color payoff, I did have to dip in twice to get us to this point, but I'm not mad at it. I don't personally mind a little bit more of a powdery shadow that you have to build up a little bit, just because honestly it's easier to use. As much as I love like ABH shadows because they're so pigmented and so creamy feeling, they just are a little hard to work with sometimes. You just have to spend more time with them blending than you do with something like this that is slightly more on the powdery and buildable side. So I kind of like it. I kind of appreciate it. Okay, let's just go right into Muse, I think is the move. Let's get a different brush. Okay, I'm going to take this little blending brush. It's the JS6 from the Morphe and Jeffree Star collab. And that picked up really well. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. We have some pigment in here. I'm impressed with this so far. I really am. But I've been putting it on like a little bit more with tapping motions as opposed to swirling it, but it just melted into that other shadow. I mean, like I said, I was doing like more of this instead of swirling, and it's just completely melted together. I barely even had to try, let's be honest. Very impressed. This, you could have given this to me like no name, and I wouldn't. You could have given this to me no name, and I would never have guessed that it was an e.l.f. eyeshadow palette. It's just very impressive so far. I see why they raved. Okay, I think I'm also going to go in with just a little bit of Earth and see if we can get just a, oh wow, just a touch more. Oh yeah, that's even darker. just a little bit more dimension. Okay, so I am getting a little bit of fallout. That could be me. I could have picked too much up of my brush. It's very possible. Honestly, I probably did. I don't find fallout to be like a huge offense of an eyeshadow palette. And I don't care as long as the eyeshadows work well and I can just dust it away. I got some on this side too, and I tried to pick up less, so that might just be like that shade you have to be a little bit more careful with. Oh, we're gonna take my little Morphe M421. I've had this for so long that the writing is like off of it. I can barely read it. Maybe I should get a new one. So I'm gonna go into this gilded one, and I'm gonna try it both with my finger and with the brush, and then also I'm probably gonna end up wetting the brush. I'll tell you now, I have the Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist. Everyone has raved about this one as well. Tati, Samantha March, a bunch of people. So we're gonna use this as our setting spray, and this is what I'm gonna spray my brush with in case I need to. Okay, so we're just gonna try it dry brush first. I'm just gonna kind of drag it along here. Oh, it's not picking up very well. Okay, I got some on there. Let's see. It's not great, so we're gonna wet it. The mixture on that makes that kind of hard to do, but the mist seems nice. All right. Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. It just gives a lot more of a foiled look when you do that. I think that you could use it with a dry brush. I just think that you're not going to get, you're just not going to get as much payoff. It's going to be a lot more dull because that's how it applied when I first did that. It's a cool color. I really like it. Okay, now we're going to go in with my little finger. Oh, that looks so cool. In a surprising turn of events, it actually looks better. It looks way better on this side. It's brighter, and it just does not come off my finger very well. So I think that with this one, this gilded shade, a wet brush is the move. I'm kind of having a hard time with it. Maybe I'll try one of the other shades too. You kind of almost have to get this one like really wet and see, look, it like caked up on my brush kind of. And it really didn't blend right here, despite me being like pulling on it and trying to blend it. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up a little bit of platinum on my finger just because that was the one that I was also really drawn to. And I think I'm just gonna try to tap it right in the middle just to combine like the green and the brown a little bit better. I will say this, the platinum one is softer in the pan than the gilded one is. That looks a lot better. Okay, so for my lower lash line, I'm gonna take this Jaclyn Hill, the JH39 brush from her collaboration with Morphe. And I think I'm gonna go under with a little Muse mixed with Truffle. Should we try to put a little bit of that green in my inner corner? I don't know if we should, but we're gonna. So I'm just gonna pick up some of that gilded color on my Morphe M213, which is this little baby. I already got some on there, and we're gonna spray it with this Milky Mist and hope for the best. That worked out pretty well. You just have to really, really spray that color. If it's like wet, it'll work. Okay, I think that looks pretty good so far. So now we're just gonna finish up the face. I'm gonna take this big fluffy brush, the JH01 from Jaclyn Hill Morphe. I love this one, it's so big and fluffy. I think I'm just gonna go in with, on the rest of my face, with this Covergirl pressed powder. I think I don't know. We're just gonna try it. I kind of like it. It really enhances the like skin-like finish that this foundation already has. So my skin, I feel like, just really catches the light now. It just looks very healthy. I like that. Why haven't I tried this sooner? Oh my God. As I drop all my stuff. For bronzer, we're going in with an Absolute Classic, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. You can tell I've had this and I've used it until it's dying. I've hit pan on this. I use it all the time. I use it all the time. It smells like sunshine. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm not great with smells because I don't have like the strongest sense of smell. It has a very specific scent. And it's not like coconut, but it's like sunshine. Whirl my big Morphe M527 brush in here, pick up the product, and just start on my forehead like I usually do. On a normal day when I'm doing my bronzer, I usually will mix this with a slightly cooler tone bronzer. Like I'll go in and do the perimeters and a little bit of structure right here with a cooler tone bronzer, and then I just take this bad boy and just swirl everything together because it has that nice sheen to it, so you get this beautiful finish on your skin. I feel so much better once I put bronzer on. I'm always like, yes, I look good now. Okay, so I messed up a little bit because I forgot. I just got into the routine of how I do my makeup, and I forgot that today's blush is the Honest Beauty Cream Blush that Miss Tati raves and raves and raves and raves about. We're gonna see how it works over powder then, because I do really, really want to try it. And I know she's used it over powder before, so we'll see how it goes. I have the shade Rose Pink. It's a little darker than I thought, but it's really pretty. Let's see how this goes. I'm just gonna take this Real Techniques brush. I have no idea. It's a foundation brush, honestly, but I kind of like the shape of it just to do a little one of these, and it's nice and clean, doesn't have anything on it. So we're just gonna oh, that might be a lot. Okay. Okay, we gotta blend a little more, okay. I put a little bit much right there. You can see when I turn my face, but it actually is beautiful, and it did not move the product at all, which is shocking for a cream product on a powder. I'm so excited. That never works. That never works. I'm shocked. I am in shock. And look at that little like sheen it gives you. Ooh, cute. So I'm doing what I've seen Tati do. She kind of like picks up a bunch on the brush and then dabs it off on her hand a little and then goes in. I am impressed. This, not only is it really pretty, it worked better than I could have ever hoped. I'm kind of really glad I made that mistake because now I know. Because I will never remember to put it on before my powder. I just have no faith that I will remember to do that. Okay, again, don't judge me, guys, but I've never, ever tried this highlighter before. It is the Maybelline Master Chrome highlighter. I've never tried it. I really haven't. Everyone raves about this highlighter. It's the best drugstore highlighter. It's the best drugstore highlighter. Well, I'm gonna learn about that today. I bought this shade 100. It's this beautiful golden shade. There's it right there. Oh. Okay, wow. Blend it out a little. Okay, wow. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to take my Morphe M501 tapered highlighting brush, and I'm just going to pick some up. Ooh, a lot kind of comes up. Okay. Get some of that off there. Let me not cover this. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see it now. Guys, I get it. I see it. I understand. I'm beaming. It might be a hint dark for me. I think if my spray tan was just a little darker, and so then my foundation would be a little darker, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But if I turn my face, you'll see me in space. Oh, you're right. Okay, now that I'm glowing to the gods, let's move on to eyelashes. So I almost always do lashes last because they're kind of like the cherry on top of a look, and putting them on just really pulls everything together. Lashes and lips, I always do them last. Putting everything on like that just pulls the whole look together, and then you just kind of feel like, oh yes, this is what I was working towards. So I always do those last. So I'm gonna do those real quick, and then I'll come back and tell you guys what I used. Okay, so we're back. We've got lashes on, we've got lips. Let's talk about it. So for lashes, mascara, I used the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Who doesn't love this mascara? I would love to know who doesn't love this, because I feel like everyone absolutely raves about it, and for good reason. It's a really, really good mascara. It's volumizing, it has a lot of hold, it doesn't flake off. I love this mascara. For lashes, I put on these beautiful little Ardell Whispies, number 700. I love them. They're so like long, but wispy and fluffy and not super voluminous, so you just get a really light effect. So for lips, I used this Milani lip liner in the shade All Natural. So I got this. I threw it. So I got that because Kathleen Lights talks about it all the time. She loves that one. She loves the color of it. I also love the color of it. It's like a wooden one, so you have to sharpen it. It is, I think they have like retractable ones though. So I would say it is slightly more creamy than a Morphe lip liner, but less creamy than a ColourPop one. So I think that it applied really easily. It has really good pigmentation. It is pretty creamy. It's very comfortable on the lips. That was a good $3 purchase, I think. For lipstick, I used this Rimmel Stay Matte liquid lip color. This is in the shade Raw Embrace. So this is the color of the lip liner, and then here is the lipstick. This is a very, very like nudie color, and what I did was just tap, 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 tap in the middle, and then do one of these, and then we got this beautiful kind of ombre nude lip, which I'm actually super into. This dried down really easily. Obviously, I haven't had it on for very long, so I don't have a full impression of how it wears or anything like that, but the dry down on it is pretty nice, and it's still pretty comfortable. So the last thing we have to do is a little Milky Mist. I love this little fan. It's shaped like a cat. Isn't that so cute? It has cat ears. I love it. I just got it on Amazon. I think it was like 13 bucks. I'll link it for you guys, don't worry. Okay, so that is the finished look. I actually really, really love it. I'm just gonna blind someone. I better tell my fiance to put his sunglasses on or something. I'm blind him today. Okay, so let's do a quick rundown. What do we like? What don't we like? I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I'm gonna keep trying it, and we'll see if I love it more than my Tatcha. I already had this foundation and have raved about it. I'm gonna use it. This, I'm gonna keep trying it. I think I like it. I think I really like how it looks. My under eyes look hydrated and not crusty and not wrinkly, and we're gonna keep going. I'm excited to play around more with this because I really was impressed with the mattes, but I did struggle with the shimmers. So I'm excited to use the other matte colors. I'm excited to try some of the other shimmers that are down here that I didn't quite get to, and just honestly hope that the rest of it works a little bit better. If not, these mattes are really great and I can use them for an everyday look anytime. This eyebrow pencil, 100%, I'm gonna keep trying it and we'll see how it holds up. Maybe I'll search around and see if they do have like a little bit more of a red color, because when this inevitably washes out and becomes a little bit lighter, I don't know if I'll love this color, but I'm shocked by how much I liked this one. The powders, I love them so much, and I just put them on my face. Like, I can't believe how much I like these, and I'm so excited to keep using them because this was great. I'm excited to also see how they actually wear on the face all day long. This blush, 10 out of 10. I can't believe you can use it over a powder and it didn't move. It didn't even almost move. I'm shocked. This is great. This is also great. I mean, honestly, I can't believe how blinding I am. So definitely gonna keep this one at the front of the drawer and keep using it. Hopefully, you know, I think it'll look just a touch better when I have a darker spray tan, but even still, this, great. Butter bronzer, I'm using this till it dies, and then I'm buying another one because it's really great. Both of these are good. I'm excited to see how this wears. I definitely will keep using this because it's such a really nice color. I'm definitely going to use this. This one, I just need to see how it wears. I just need to see if it dries out my lips because it just is a liquid lipstick and it just happens. So we'll see. And it says stay matte, which also makes me nervous. And my lips are pretty matte, but they also feel really comfortable. So I'll keep trying it. This, I don't really know what it's going to do to make my foundation and powder and all that more long wearing, but I'm gonna use it and try it and see. Everyone says it's really great. Some people use this more as like a skincare thing, and I just don't know. I just don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I'll try it, like as a before bed in the morning, before makeup situation. Maybe I'll try it that way too. So yeah, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me and watching my video. I hope you liked seeing this look. Let me know what you love from the drugstore, what else I should try, because like I said, I've tried nothing except now these things. So please let me know what you like and what I need to try out. Let me know if you're gonna try any of this stuff, if any of it looked good. But yeah, thank you again so much for hanging out with me. I have linked my Insta and Twitter down below. Please come follow me, come see what's up, come chat with me, subscribe to my channel if you want to hang out again. But yeah, that's all I have. Have a great rest of your day or night, whatever is going on, and I'll see you guys next time.